My name's Heather Greenwood and I'm donating a peony in memory of my Gran for the Mother's Day in Bloom campaign. So my initial connection with the Kirkwood started after I finished university, when I decided to move over from Cheshire to care for Gran at home. We had a lot of connection with Gran originally by coming to various different activities, such as the choir was one big thing where Gran loved this. Gran had Alzheimer's and was diagnosed with that in 2022, as well as heart failure. And therefore, a lot of other engagement with the Kirkwood really helped us to keep Gran's quality of life amazing. She was a grandmother that was devoted to both me and Henry, and we had so many amazing times together, whether that was coming over from Cheshire to Yorkshire to visit her, or whether we'd spend many hours just chatting on the phone after school, laughing with each other, even about the smallest things. That was really, really significant to me. I loved her company so much, and I really, really miss it. I think the one thing is that even with dementia, she was such a pleasure to be around. So no moment ever felt hard. She would sit and laugh with me. We'd play music and sing along together. And as I say, coming to the Kirkwood chorus and being part of that was such an amazing thing to share with Gran. I have those memories now that I can look back at and really love. And I think one of the most important things to me was, one of the things that my Gran did say to Mum in the week before she passed away was, "I've known Heather since she was a little girl and we've always been BFFs, best friends forever." And that's something that I will really, really remember. We both shared BFF bracelets, which were sentimental to both of us. And I was just proud to be one of her people, as Gran would call us. I remember this moment from when we had the Marie Curie nurses come in, and she'd say, "Where are my people?" And this was just such a lovely thing to be, remembered for, and just to feel special that, we really were one of Gran's people. So overall, she was just someone who was lovely to be around. She'd give the great advice to us all, and she was just there if you needed a shoulder to cry on. Before the age of 5, I would always call Gran Grandma Christine, and then I created a poster in which I called her Whiz Bang Gran. And from then onwards, both me and Henry called her Gran. I remember people stopping her in supermarket car parks and saying, "I really love that poster you've got in your car. And who created that for you?" And obviously, she always felt the need to say that that was me. So people would always say to us that she was so lucky to be cared for the way that she was at home by both me and my mum. But I would see that differently. I was so lucky to have such a wonderful Gran like her. She was someone who taught me to care for others and always look out for others. And so over the last 3 years, it was an absolute pleasure to have made some brilliant memories together. I used to keep her independence alive, take her out with me on days out, whether that was donkey sanctuaries in Leeds, or just to be my guest at Buckingham Palace when I had to collect my Gold Duke of Edinburgh award. So from the outset, we always said to Gran she'd never face this journey alone, and it is one thing that she never did. I know that dementia can take away that independent side, but for me, we were able to kind of have those memories and create those amazing times with Gran. So to me personally, it's the peonies. Gran always loved looking at her peonies flourish in her garden at home. And this was such an important thing for us as a family to incorporate within her flowers at her memorial service back in May last year. We really, know that Gran loves peonies. And as soon as I'd seen that this campaign was coming about, I really wanted to purchase one straight away in memory of Gran. At first, I thought that hospices would be places that are sad, but since caring for Gran, my perception of this has completely changed. As I now believe that if you have an illness, I know that your life can be shortened, whether that's weeks, days, or whatever it may be. It can be filled with making wonderful memories, and I know that the Kirkwood are here to support that, to give you a better quality of life. So I would say that they stand for helping people make those really important memories, supporting families along the way, and also create, all these moments within such a safe space that feels a loving environment and very welcoming to everyone. It was an honour and privilege to care for Gran over a period of 2 years, but most importantly for her to receive such outstanding care here at the Kirkwood within her final week. Not only that final week, but also the years leading up to her death. They had so many opportunities for Gran to get involved with, to enjoy life and have such a wonderful time creating many memories with us along the way. I think her quality of life was amazing, and I think, in partnership with us and the Kirkwood, that has been fabulous. So from the bottom of my heart and my family's, we honestly couldn't thank you all enough.